People often ask me, what should I use to make the Google Glass app? Should I use the API or the GDK? API is the Google Glass Mirror API. GDK is the Google Glass Developer Kit. API is more like using the method of making web apps. GDK is more like the native apps. And when you're using API, you're using languages such as Python, Java, PHP, and C#. You need to have a server side and a client side of the application. GDK is pretty much like making all the other Android applications. You're just using Java and Android Studio or Eclipse to making native applications. Why are people using the Google Glass Mirror API? First, it is very light. It doesn't run all the processes on the glass itself. So the user will be able to get all the information from a server, and it saves a lot of battery. Second, it is very easy to install. As long as they give you access to their glass, then they will be ready to use it right away. However, there are disadvantages to the Mirror API. First, internet access. While you're making a web app, your app is heavily relied on the internet. Once your user is out of Wi-Fi, your app is not going to work. Second, limited API calls. As a developer, when your app is unapproved, you only get 1,000 API calls a day. Actually, it runs out pretty quickly. Once you are reaching the limit, your app is not going to work. Third, there is no voice trigger. With Mirror API, you have no access to this functionality. Fourth, there is no real time. Everything you're sending to the glass is static. There is no such a thing as animation or any fancy effects. 5, there is always a delay since you have to make calls to the server and waiting for the response, which means your app cannot be very heavily relied on timing. And 6, there is no device access. You cannot access the camera or the compass or the location. Even API provides you location, it is not updated very frequently. Sometimes you will be having the wrong location of the user. Then why are people using GDK? Well, the good part is, first, it runs offline, then you will not need to worry about the internet access. Second, while you're developing your app, you have unlimited access to the app. There is no restrictions on how many calls or whatever you want to do with it. And third, says voice trigger. Who doesn't want a voice trigger? It is the best part of the glass. Fourth, it is actually real time, so you can make really rich applications with the GDK. And 5, there is no delay. Everything responds very quickly. And 6, you have device access. Camera, compass, anything you want access on the device, you have the full access. Then, what's not good about the GDK? First, if you are not making your app carefully, it will drain a lot of batteries. Think about if your app takes most of the battery from the device, user may uninstall your app. Second, it is actually very hard to install. Unless your app is being approved by Google, all your users have to sideload the app to your glass, which are extra steps for them to having your app on your device. Then, what is API for? API is for that kind of applications that have established product with a lot of APIs and everything has been built on. So you're pretty much just building an add-on to your existing products. For example, you just need to send the notifications or an update or just an alert with a really simple card. This is actually a very easy way just to have your applications with Glass supported. Why using GDK? Well, GDK, you have the full Glass experience. You get accurate location. You have really rich animation and very responsive as well. And for example, you need to build a compass or a navigation, especially for AR. Using GDK is definitely the right choice. I hope this video is helpful. See you next time. Bye.